the next thing I want to do is solve an actual problem. But before I do that, I have to waste even more of your time with by telling a unrelated story about. That's amazing. You can actually read all the writing. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? We just toured a Minuteman missile silo launch site, and they would get like the secret codes on paper, and then they would actually burn them, and they'd stick the ashes inside a little cylinder with rocks and tumble them so that the ashes were totally pulverized. This is amazing. You can actually still read the No Reason to Speed lab. I can't see part of one thing there. I don't know. That's amazing. Stay. All right. I'll put it here. Okay. So here's the story. Are you ready for the story? And then we'll solve the problem, and then we'll be done. Notice that in your homework there are problems from the book. Yes, the homework for next time are problems from the book. Okay? So be sure to do those. Don't have nothing to stamp. Are we clear about what those problems are? Like, look at the syllabus, read it. It tells you where those things are. So, okay. Now, they are from the book. Yeah. Okay. Here's the story. This is what I did when I was in 5th grade. I regret this now. Okay, but I may have at times thrown snowballs at cars. A lot. And what we would do is you wouldn't throw it like some old lady driving or something like that. And you wouldn't throw it at like a family with like little kids, right? And you wouldn't throw it at some scary adult. What you did was you threw them at high school boys' cars. Because high school boys would get mad and they'd chase you. And that is what we wanted. We wanted high school boys to get out and chase us, or girls. But girls typically didn't drive big fancy cars up and down our street back in the 1970s, right? Okay, and so the story goes something like this. What we would do is we'd hit a car, they'd get out, chase us. You guys are faster than a 5th grader, but 5th graders can fit through like hollow places in the hedge. They know secret places to hide. Like, this hedge is hollow, and there's a hole in the back of the tool shed in that person's backyard. You can go through the tool shed and up the fence. There's 2 fences, and you go. We just disappear like little rabbits, right? And we had it all planned out. We would go together. We would split up, right? And our final redoubt was that we would go back into the woods by Indian Creek, by the golf course. There was this ravine that was like 10 feet deep with like blackberries in it. We had a board across that ravine. We had a rope on the board. We'd run across the board. We'd pull the board up like a drawbridge on a moat, and you'd like have to go down into that muddy ditch to get us. And generally people wouldn't do that. Some guy chased us that far and was like screaming at us, like we were scared of him, you know. But it wasn't nearly as scary as the incident that I will relate in moments here. Okay, so this car comes by. It's got to be a high school student. The windows are a little foggy, you know, but it's got to be a high school student because it's all jacked up. It's got dice in the front window, right? And it's like I don't know what it was, some 70s muscle car, right? Okay. Now, back in those days, car windows had wind wings. Do you know what a wind wing is? They're crazy nice. It's like the window is like this. The driver's side window is like this, and then there's this little triangular window like that in the front corner, and the window pivots like this. You can pivot it like that, okay? I think, and you can, or maybe it said it pivots the other way. I think it said it pivots the other way. I remember this, yeah. It pivots the other way, and you can actually get air from the outside hitting you on the face, yeah? Okay? And it's really nice, bumblebees and all. I mean, maybe this is why they don't have them anymore. The other reason they don't have them anymore is that if you ever needed to break into your car, that's how you did it. Because the little latch on the wind wing was always gimpy, and if you just sort of shake the wind wing enough, it'll come undone, and you reach in and unlock the door, right? Anyway, as this car came by, I noticed that the wind wing was not latched. It was closed, but not latched. How I knew that, I don't know. Which meant that if you hit the correct side of that post, and I believe it's this little part right here, if you hit right here with a snowball, the window will actually pop open and the snowball will enter the car. This is the holy grail of all snowball hitting car phenomena, right? Yeah? It was like in Star Wars A New Hope, it's like the unshielded reactor vent that Luke Skywalker goes out. Skywalker. That was funny. Skywalker is a funny word. Okay, so I knew my target. I could have hit this car with like 3 snowballs. No, I chose 1 snowball. There it was, right? I led the target. I released. The snowball was on target. I was just watching. I was like, wow. You know, miracles really do happen. Sure enough, it hits spot on where it's supposed to hit. The wind wing swings open. The snowball enters the car. Little flinders of wet, slushy snow are all over inside the car, right? Might even hit the driver. I mean, who knows, right? You know, and the car goes, and we're like, we're out of here, right? This guy's gonna be mad as a hornet, right? No, it goes screeching, then he goes away. It's like, oh, darn, you know. So well, let's get the next car, right? No. The guy goes over to Indian Creek Apartments, parks his car, and walks back and comes up behind us. This is bad for 2 reasons. 1, we weren't expecting it, and 2, behind us is where we run. We had no plan B. It was not like plan B is, well, then we go, no. Plan B was I don't know, we didn't know what to do, right? So we ran forward. Well, forward is, there's a block, there's an orthodontist parking lot right there, right? That's bad, that's open ground. That guy was fast, right? And we look back and it's not like a high school boy, it's like some old guy. Like he's maybe 25. Or something like that, right? Some like adult chasing us, right? And we run across the orthodontist parking lot like we're running for our lives, right? This guy's chasing us, he's gaining on us. Well, right after that, we're on 2nd Avenue. The next avenue is 1st Avenue. Picture like Pacific Highway, 4 lanes, refuge lane in the middle, right? Busy, yeah? Cars going by. We just look and just run between cars. I mean, we're out there, cars are going 35, 40 miles an hour, right? We're just running across there, right? Okay. He has to, we hit a break in traffic. He actually goes out there and does one of those things like in the movies, like, you know, the car stops and he like touches it like that and keeps running. Like he's going to risk his life to kill us, you know? He's going to get us and, right? So we're scared now. Now it's like we never play across 1st Avenue. We don't go across there. We don't have no idea what this neighborhood's like, right? We don't know where to go. We're just running, right? And so I remember running through, there was a car wash. I remember running through there thinking, because there was like bare wires and stuff, it was abandoned, right? And there were like wires. And I remember thinking to myself, gee, I should come back and get these wires because I could use them for like electronic stuff, right? You know, never mind, this guy's chasing me, right? Then I run, and there's like a little hedge there, and there's a lawn, like a little arbor vitae hedge. You know, it's got like the little hedge, things like that, right? And you can see where you can jump, a hedge like that you can jump through, right? Because you can hit between the arbor vitaes and just kind of go through, right? Okay? And I kind of jump over the little parking boundary, and I jump through the hedge all in one motion, and I'm a little bit surprised that the lawn that's below that isn't on the same level as the parking lot. It's down quite a bit. It's like 3 feet down. It's like, whoa! You know, I land on that, and the guy jumps through behind us. It's me and Rob. We're running. Rob's over there, I'm over here, right? We're running across the lawn. I remember as we ran across that lawn, it was a flat lawn. It was very level. Yeah? I remember thinking, if I lived here, I would so make a hockey rink out of this lawn. This is like one of these random thoughts you have right before you die, right? You know? And the reason it would have been such a good hockey rink is that, of course, you had a retaining wall on one side. There was a hedge on the other side. You could lean plywood against that. Pour water on the ground. This is Iowa. Water freezes on the ground. Noah Peterson. I think you got the wrong day.
Okay.
Yeah, but Alex is here.
Thank you.
So you could lean boards on there. You could pour water on the ground. Water freezes. You can make an ice skating rink in your backyard if it's level in Iowa. Isn't that wonderful? People do it, like a lot of people do this, right? Okay, so I'm running across the lawn. After having that thought, I'm running across the lawn. The guy's right behind us now. He has all but caught us, right? So are we going to stop or are we going to keep going? We're going to keep going. There's another hedge, another thing where you jump sort of between the things, right? You know, and we're just lickety-split. We jump off, and what we did not know and could not have known, because the lights were behind us and we were jumping into the darkness, was that what was behind that next hedge was a wall probably 20 feet down to a yard. We projected ourselves accidentally, horizontally, out into space, and we didn't know it, right? It's just like, it wasn't, you know, so it's like, wow, that's just surprising, there's nothing here, right? And we'd just been running, like, there were bright city lights, and so now we're just jumping off into darkness. So this was sort of scary. It's like, and I remember thinking, boy, we're falling for a long time. what a long time we are falling.